Welcome to day 27 from your 28 days of yoga. We have two more classes left together. I am so beyond proud of you for coming this far and doing the practice up to this point. You are doing great. And if this is just a one off and you're just doing this class, like that's cool too. But I dare you to start tomorrow at day one and do all the classes in a row. Anyways, let's get into it. We're going to start in Sukhasana. Bring our hands to our knees with our palms facing up to receive some love and energy from the earth. Start taking deeper and slower, more mindful breaths in and out through your nose. You may come into Ujjayi Pranayama, breathing in and out through your nose with a slight constriction of the back of your throat if you want to. One of the coolest parts about practicing yoga on your own at home is how customizable it is. You are completely on your own. No one is around to see how you're practicing. So you can really do whatever you want to, and you can make your own choices within your practice. If you don't feel like doing one thing or breathing in one kind of way or doing a certain pose, you totally have the freedom to just do something else instead or wait quietly for the next thing to come up in the practice. You can also pause a video, do some of it later, come back to it, rewind, stay in poses longer. There's just unlimited opportunities when you're practicing yoga on your own at home. So I just wanted to share that. So that's how I started practicing yoga, was on my own at home, and it's a really lovely personal thing. Originally, yoga was taught one-on-one, so one student to one teacher, and you were just with your teacher and learn everything from them. So it's really beautiful how many resources we have available to us. We're going to lift our shoulders up, pull them back, and drop them down. Get some nice posture, a nice long spine, grounding into earth from the base of your spine, and then reaching up to the universe, up to the sky with the crown of your head, connecting yourself to everything. Now we're going to bring our legs out wide, flexing your feet, pointing your toes up to the sky. Now slide your right hand all the way towards your right foot as you slide your left hand up towards the sky. Taking a deep breath here. Inhale one more time. And then exhale and slide your left hand all the way down your left side as your right hand slides up your right side. Your left hand meets your left foot. Your feet are flexed and your right hand reaches up to the sky. Take a deep breath here. Inhale in. And exhale, slide your right hand all the way down over to your right foot. Take a deep breath over here. And then another inhale. And exhale, slide your left hand all the way down to the left side. Reaching your right hand up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. And then slide your left hand all the way up your left side. Reach your hands up to the sky, flexing your feet, sitting up nice and tall, and with a nice long spine, folding forward. I would much rather you bend your knees than bend your spine. So keep your spine nice and long. It doesn't matter how far you fold forward, wherever you're at today. And then come on up, bend your right knee, bring the bottom of your right foot into your left thigh, turn towards your left foot while you Turn towards your left foot while you reach your hands up above you, keeping your spine nice and long and folding forward. Thinking about bringing your stomach to your thigh. A lot of times we think we're trying to bring our head to our knee, but anyone can really just do that easily. But the problem is you're not in alignment, so doing that repeatedly is going to harm your body more than do it good, and it's not actually doing the stretch and getting the benefits that you want out of it. So notice how when I do it in alignment, this is really how far I can go comfortably today. Again, our bodies are all different, and our bodies are different on different days. So because you might be able to go really deep into a stretch one day, don't expect your body to be able to do that like even the next day. We're so different every single day. There's just so much affecting us all the time. So this is how much comfortably I'll be able to go like this if I'm in alignment. But if I just want to make a shape, I can go all the way down. But I'd rather you keep a nice long spine, sit up nice and tall, keep your leg engaged, your foot flexed. And that'll actually get me a better, more beneficial stretch in my body. We're going to take our legs out wide again, reach our hands up to the sky, flexing our toes, pointing them up to the sky, and then folding forward. Take a deep breath. And then sit on up. We're going to bend our left leg, tuck it in to your right thigh. Turn your hips towards your right foot, keeping that right foot flexed. Reach your hands up to the sky with a nice long spine, folding forward. Wherever you're at today. And then we're going to straighten our left leg, adjust our bums so that we are facing the front of our mat. Inhale your arms up, creating a nice L shape, grounding into the earth from the base of your spine and reaching up towards the universe with our hands at the crown of our head. And now with this forward fold, you can either do it two ways. If you want to get a leg stretch, you can fold forward, keeping your legs nice and straight. But if you want to get more of a lower back stretch, you can fold forward with your knees bent, and you'll feel this stretch more in your lower back. But either way that you decide, I still really want you to keep a nice, long, straight spine in the stretch. So we're going to fold forward, either with our legs bent or our legs straight. But either way you do it, try to keep your spine nice and long. And then come back up. We're going to bend our right knee, bring the bottom of our right foot on the ground, close towards where your knee is, but you can kind of mess around with exactly where you want to put it. And then we're going to reach our right hand around and wrap it around that right foot, opening our chest. You're going to try to keep your left foot flexed and try to grab your hands together behind you. If your hands don't reach, you can always grab onto your shirt, or you can use a yoga strap and grab either end so your hands are reaching, or anything you have on hand, another shirt, a belt, anything you have around that you can use to grab on each side. And then come back, lift your arms up above head, you're straightening both legs, flexing your feet and folding forward again. And come on out, bending your left knee and wrapping your left arm around your left leg. Taking that bind on the other side, keeping that right foot flexed, still trying to stand up nice and tall, sitting up nice and tall. Grabbing your hands together and using something to help you grab your hands together. Take one more deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, we're going to straighten that left leg, reach our hands up to the sky and fold forward. And then we're going to roll up onto our knees. And inhale, reach your arms up, clap your hands together, and lean to the right. And then lean all the way over to the left. Reach up to the sky, bring your hands out to a T. And then keeping your hips where they are, moving just your upper body, keeping your arms in a T, turn to the right as much as you can. And then come back through center and turn to the left as much as you can. Keeping your hips facing the front, just moving your upper body and then turn back to center. We're going to straighten our right leg. You can totally put something underneath your knee to pad it up. You can even fold your mat so that there's some cushion under that knee. Otherwise, just inhale your arms up and fold forward as much as you can with a nice long spine. Keeping that front foot flexed. Your back foot, the top of it is grounding into the earth. We're going to bend that front knee, keeping your knee above that front ankle and coming down into your hips. And then come back onto your knees and straighten that left leg. Inhale your arms up and fold forward. Flexing your left foot, pressing the top of your right foot into the earth. So we're going to bend your front leg, keeping your knee below your ankle, your knee above your ankle in that front foot. And then come out of it. I'm going to come right into table. So your knees are below your hips and your hands are below your shoulders. We'll do some cat-cow here. So inhale, look up, arch your back, and exhale, round your back and tuck your chin into your chest. Keep doing cat-cow in the pace of your own breath. So go at your own pace, set the speed, set the depth of your breath, totally under your own control. We're just going to do this for a few. Then come back into table. Walk your hands about a handprint in front of where they are now. Come up into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, bring your stomach to your thighs, and then slowly straighten your legs, reaching your heels down to the earth, but it's okay if they never actually touch. Pressing down into all 10 fingers. Take a deep breath here. And then step your right foot in between your hands, lining up your front heel with your back heel. Your back foot is pointed diagonally towards the front left of your mat. And stand up into warrior one. Take a deep breath here. And then exhale, bring your hands back on either side of your foot. Step back into plank. Bend your arms into chaturanga. Push up into up dog or cobra. And press back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot in between your hands, coming up into warrior one. So your back toes are pointed diagonally towards the front right of your mat. And then bring your hands down. Either take a vinyasa or come right back into downward facing dog. Then we're going to step our right foot in between our hands, coming into warrior two. So your right heel is in line with the arch of your back foot. Your back toes are pointed towards the side of your mat. Opening up your arms, your hips are facing the side of your mat. And you're going to look over your front fingertips, keeping your front foot, the ankle, below the knee. And then you're going to reach forward until you can't reach forward anymore, coming into side angle pose, dropping that hand down, creating a straight line from fingertip to fingertip, keeping weight in that back foot. Come back into warrior two. Windmill your arms down and either take a vinyasa or come right into downward facing dog. Step that left leg in between your hands. Coming into warrior two on the other side. Pressing into that back foot, reaching forward until you can't reach anymore, and coming down into side angle pose, keeping that knee above that ankle. And then come back to warrior two, and either take a vinyasa or meet me in downward facing dog. So if you're taking a vinyasa, you're going to come into plank, bend your elbows into chaturanga, press up into up dog or cobra, and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale and lift your right leg up, and then bend that knee. Bring your shin parallel to the front of your mat and come into pigeon pose. So your left leg is on the ground, your toes pointing straight behind you, and your right leg is parallel to the front of the mat. That knee is bent. Both your front foot is flexed. If this hurts your knee at all, you're going to come right out of it and come onto reverse pigeon. So on your back, you're going to cross that leg the same way it is in the front of the mat, over, putting your ankle on your left thigh and flexing that foot, just like that. But if it feels okay to do pigeon the other way, then we're going to do it on the ground. Again, it's always up to you what you do and how you practice. So inhale, sit up taller, get some length in that spine, and exhale, fold forward. Relaxing into the pose. Breathing deeply into your hips. You may feel intense emotions coming up and releasing. Don't attach any stories to these feelings. Just feel the feeling and let it go. And slowly sit on up, tuck that back toe, lift yourself back into downward facing dog. We're gonna inhale our left leg up, bend the knee and bring it into pigeon. Again, if your knee is hurting you in this pose, even if it wasn't hurting on the other side, I still want you to come right out of it and take reverse pigeon on your back, or you can even just wait in downward dog if you want to. So get some length in your spine, look up, and then fold forward. Keeping that front foot flexed. Breathing into it. Trying to relax here. It's very normal for emotions to come up when you're doing intense hip stretches. A lot of our unprocessed emotions or experienced traumas are stored within our hips. So it's a really good thing and a beautiful thing for those emotions to be released and to come out. And you should let yourself feel them and let them come out and release, and then they'll be gone. What we aren't going to do is attach stories to these emotions. We are not going to ask ourselves why these are here, what caused them, or replay events in our mind. We're just going to feel the emotion and let it go. And slowly come on out of this and meet me back into downward facing dog. And bicycle your legs here. And then come onto our knees. And we're going to slide our hands all the way in front of us, coming into puppy pose. And sit back onto your legs, coming into child's pose. We're going to shift our hips off to our right and reach towards the left. And come back through center and shift your hips off to the left, reaching towards the right. Coming back through center, and then make your way onto your backs. Pull your legs in. Give yourself a nice big hug. Cross your right knee over your left. Bring your hands out to a T, and then drop your legs off to your left, looking over your right. Come back through center. Switch the cross of your legs so your left is over your right, and then drop your legs off to the right and look over the left. Come back through center. Hug your legs in. Bring your left leg out long. Keep hugging that right leg in. Drop it off to the left and look over the right. Come back through center. Hug that left knee in. Straighten that right leg and then drop your left leg off to the right, looking over your left. Come back through center. Hug both your legs in. You can grab your feet. Maybe give yourself a little massage. If there's any other poses you want to do, any movements, anything at all that you would like to do right now before meeting me in Shavasana, now is your chance. While we're laying here in Shavasana, we're going to chant Om together 12 times. You're welcome to join in or simply just listen along. If you're going to join in, I would love for you to take one hand on your stomach and one hand on your heart. After my next inhale, I'm going to begin. Now we're going to lay in Shavasana for a moment longer. Start making movements in your fingers and toes. Reach your hands up overhead and roll off onto your side. Slowly meet me in Sukhasana with your hands together at heart center. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to the universe, and be kind to all life everywhere. Namaste. Thank you for practicing day 27 with me. We have one more class left tomorrow. So I will see you then for day 28. And remember, if you want to join me in Brya community, we have a community group chat that I'm in, and we can talk to each other and meet each other and hang out. And we have an online library of yoga classes with guided meditations, mantras, all kinds of things in there. We have workshops, courses, and I'm always adding more content. So you can always request more classes and content, whatever you want to see in Brya Community. So join Brya Community today. It's $5.55 a week to sign up. So I'll leave you a link below, and I'll see you in Brya Community.